Welcome back to unreliable, your home for all things engineering and automotive. Today, we're diving into a story of passion, persistence, and a very peculiar spinning triangle. We're talking about the Wankel Rotary engine, an engineering marvel that's famously smooth and incredibly powerful for its size. But it's also known for being notoriously unreliable and thirsty. Despite its flaws, one company, Mazda, has championed this engine for over half a century, refusing to let the dream die. So, why is Mazda so obsessed with this rotary engine? Let's find out. To understand Mazda's obsession, we first need to understand the engine itself. Forget everything you know about traditional piston engines, with their up and down motion, crankshafts, and valves. The rotary engine is a different beast altogether. At its heart is a triangular rotor, often compared to a Dorito, that spins inside a uniquely shaped oval-like housing called an apitraque housing. Instead of the four separate strokes of a piston engine happening sequentially in one cylinder, the rotary engine performs all four stages: intake, compression, combustion, and exhaust, simultaneously in different parts of the housing. As the rotor spins, its three tips maintain a seal against the housing wall, creating three separate chambers of gas. One chamber is drawing in the air-fuel mixture, another is compressing it, and the third is in the power phase, where spark plugs ignite the mixture, forcing the rotor to continue its spin. The final phase, exhaust, happens as the spent gases are pushed out of the port. This design is pure elegance. It has far fewer moving parts than a piston engine, which means it's incredibly compact, lightweight, and can rev to astonishingly high RPMs. The power delivery is buttery smooth because the power is generated through continuous rotation, not the violent up and down shaking of pistons. It sounds perfect, right? A smaller, lighter, smoother, and higher revving engine. This was the promise that captivated a young, ambitious Mazda back in the 1960s. But this elegant design came with a dark side. The biggest challenge, one that has plagued the rotary since its inception, is sealing. The tips of the rotor, called apex seals, are notoriously difficult to maintain. They scrape along the inside of the housing at high speed, under extreme temperatures and pressures. These seals wear out quickly, leading to a loss of compression, which means a loss of power and eventual engine failure. It's the rotary's Achilles heel. Another major issue is its inefficiency. The long, moving combustion chamber isn't ideal for a complete burn of the air-fuel mixture. This leads to poor fuel economy and higher emissions, two things that are increasingly unacceptable in the modern automotive world. It also has a tendency to consume oil by design, as oil is injected into the combustion chamber to help lubricate those critical apex seals. Despite these significant hurdles, Mazda saw the rotary's potential. In the post-war era, the Japanese government was encouraging car companies to merge to become more competitive globally. To secure its independence, Mazda needed something unique, a technology that would set it apart. They found their answer in the Wankel Rotary engine. In 1961, Mazda licensed the technology from German engineer Felix Wankel and NSU. They formed a dedicated team, the Rotary 47, led by the legendary engineer Kenichi Yamamoto. Yamamoto and his team worked relentlessly to solve the engine's inherent problems, particularly the chatter marks of the devil, the marks left on the housing by the failing apex seals. After years of intense research and development, they pioneered new materials and designs for the seals, making the engine viable for mass production. In 1967, Mazda unveiled the stunning Cosmo Sport 110S, the world's first production car with a twin-rotor engine. It was a halo car, a statement to the world that Mazda was a force of innovation. The Cosmo was just the beginning. Mazda went on to put the rotary engine in a wide range of vehicles, from sports coupes like the RX-2, RX-3, and the legendary RX-7, to sedans and even a pickup truck. The rotary engine became Mazda's identity. The peak of Mazda's rotary obsession, its crowning achievement, came not on the street, but on the racetrack. The goal was to conquer the most prestigious endurance race in the world, the 24 Hours of Le Mans. Mazda had been competing at Le Mans for years, but victory remained elusive. For 1991, they developed a machine that was nothing short of extraordinary, the Mazda 787B. At its heart was the R26B, a four-rotor engine. It was essentially two twin-rotor engines fused together, creating a symphony of engineering that was unlike anything else on the grid. It didn't have the raw power of its rivals from major European manufacturers, but it had two key advantages: reliability and fuel efficiency, thanks to Mazda's continuous improvements. And then there was the sound. The 787B's shriek was an otherworldly, high-pitched scream that became legendary. It was a sound of pure, unadulterated mechanical fury. As the 1991 race unfolded, the more powerful competitors began to suffer mechanical failures. The Mazda team, with its strategy of consistency and reliability, just kept going, lapping the Circuit de la Sarthe with metronomic precision. In a moment of pure triumph, the orange and green liveried Mazda 787B crossed the finish line first. It was a monumental victory. Mazda became the first and, to this day, the only Japanese manufacturer to win Le Mans. More importantly, it was the only car with a non-piston engine to ever win the legendary race. It was the ultimate validation of Mazda's decades-long commitment to the rotary engine. The spinning triangle had conquered the world. After the glory of Le Mans, Mazda brought the rotary back to the streets with the third-generation RX-7, the FD. It was a masterpiece of design and performance, often regarded as one of the greatest sports cars ever made. But as the new millennium approached, tightening emissions regulations and the high costs of development made the rotary a tough sell. The RX-7 was discontinued in many markets, and it seemed the rotary's time might be over. But Mazda wasn't ready to give up. In 2003, they launched the RX-8. It was a bold attempt to make the rotary more practical, with a unique four-door freestyle coupe design. The RX-8 featured a new generation of naturally aspirated rotary engine called the Renesas. It cleverly relocated the exhaust ports from the rotor housing to the side plates, which significantly improved emissions and efficiency compared to older designs. The RX-8 was praised for its fantastic handling, high-revving engine, and unique design. It was a true driver's car that embodied the Mazda spirit. However, the old rotary demons had not been fully exorcised. The Renesas engine, while innovative, still suffered from the classic rotary issues. It had a thirst for fuel and oil, and owners reported issues with apex seal wear and catastrophic engine failures, sometimes with shockingly low mileage. The engine's low torque at low RPMs also made it feel less punchy in day-to-day driving compared to its piston-powered rivals. The reputation for poor reliability began to overshadow the car's brilliant chassis. Sales dwindled, and in 2012, after nearly a decade in production, Mazda made the difficult decision to cease production of the RX-8. With it, the rotary engine once again disappeared from the automotive landscape. It was a tragic end for a car that promised so much. For over a decade, the rotary dream lay dormant. Mazda focused on its brilliant Skyactiv range of highly efficient piston engines, and many assumed the company had finally moved on. But behind the scenes, the fire never truly went out. Mazda engineers continued to work on the rotary, filing patents and exploring new solutions to its old problems. The company's leadership always maintained that the rotary was part of its soul and would one day return. And now, it has. The rotary engine has made its comeback, but not in the way many expected. It's not powering a high-performance sports car, but serving as a compact, smooth-running range extender in Mazda's MX-30 REV, a plug-in hybrid. In this application, the rotary's weaknesses become its strengths. It runs at a constant, optimal speed to generate electricity, which negates the issues of poor low-end torque and inefficiency during varied driving conditions. Its small size and low vibration make it a perfect fit for a generator that needs to be unobtrusive. So, why is Mazda still obsessed? Because the rotary engine is more than just a piece of machinery. It represents the company's never-stop challenging spirit. It's a symbol of their willingness to take on impossible engineering challenges and to carve their own path. The Le Mans victory wasn't just a win, it was proof that their unique approach could triumph on the world's biggest stage. The RX-8, despite its failures, was a testament to their desire to innovate and push boundaries. And today, its return as a range extender shows their pragmatic and clever approach to adapting their heritage for a new, electrified era. The rotary engine is in Mazda's DNA. It's a story of underdog ambition, engineering genius, heartbreaking failure, and ultimately, incredible persistence. And that is why, even after all these years, Mazda simply refuses to let the spinning triangle die. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Mazda's engineering passion, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to unreliable for more stories from the world of automotive technology. We'll see you in the next one.